Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the differences between PTSD and CPTSD. So, what these both stand for, PTSD stands for post traumatic stress disorder, and CPTSD stands for complex post traumatic stress disorder. So, these disorders are really similar, but there are a lot of differences and a little bit of differences in the way that they should be treated. So, today, that's what we're going to talk about. So, the biggest difference between the two is how you get them. So with PTSD, it's typically from a single event, something like a bad car accident, an assault, things that are kind of one singular event that happens once, like over a short period of time. And then complex PTSD is from repeated, like ongoing trauma. So this is typically from something like ongoing abuse in childhood. So, CPTSD and PTSD have a lot of shared symptoms. Their shared symptoms are flashbacks and nightmares, feelings of hypervigilance, avoiding reminders of your trauma, and changes in your mood, often feeling depressed or not feeling like very great about yourself. And then some more unique to CPTSD symptoms are difficulty with long term relationships, difficulty managing emotions, feelings of guilt, shame, and worthlessness, and suicidal thoughts. So you can have some of those symptoms with PTSD as well. They are just more commonly shown in someone with complex PTSD. So there's also a little bit of a difference in the way that these are treated. PTSD is often treated with trauma focused therapy and therapies like EMDR, which is where you use eye movements to help you reprocess a traumatic event. And they're very focused on remembering your traumatic event and working your way through it so that way you're not as overwhelmed by it anymore. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is often used in the treatment of PTSD as well, which help the person reframe their negative thoughts and depressed thoughts about themselves. CPTSD can have the same treatments as PTSD. However, with complex post traumatic stress disorder, often you are learning skills that help you manage your emotions and the problems that you have with day to day. So there's more of a focus on skills based learning to help you not have as much difficulty in your relationships or not let your emotions get as overwhelming. And a therapy like dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, is pretty common for complex PTSD because DBT is very skills focused and really helps you learn how to live with the things that you have experienced. A question that I see a lot is, can you have both PTSD and CPTSD? And the answer to that is yes. A lot of people seem to think that you can't have one if you have the other, but that's not true. Someone that has gone through kind of like one singular event of trauma might have PTSD from that, or and the same person can also have gone through ongoing repeated trauma and have CPTSD from that. I am someone that has both. I've had isolated incidents of assault and things like that that have given me PTSD, and then I've had the ongoing abuse as well that I have developed CPTSD as a result of. So you can have both, um, which I guess some people don't really know that, but you can absolutely have both. I didn't know that at first either. But yeah, so basically if you have both, it's not it's it's not great to have both, but a lot of the treatments for CPTSD also work for PTSD, so you can kind of get them both treated at the same time, just with slightly different approaches to each. That is pretty much it for today's video. If there was anything that wasn't clear or you have any further questions about this topic, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.